ready.
Hello,
ready, kids?
welcome to the Opposite Field Outlook. We're talking about trades. We're talking about the All-Star Week. We're talking about the Dodgers. We'll get new music next episode. It's all coming right now. That was perfect.
It's too loud.
That was huge. It's not too loud.
Oh!
We're peaking already.
Yeah, we're peeking.
We are? Uh-oh. That's fine. Whatever. I don't really care. As long as we don't shout.
Okay.
I think it's fine. I don't think it matters that much.
Say less.
I am Jack. This is Andrew. That's Neal. This is the Opposite Field Outlook. Andrew, how are you doing today?
Good, man. Put in my 2 weeks. So I'm so excited to be leaving.
Actually.
Yeah, dude.
I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
Dude,
Really
my
good
last
idea.
paycheck, I got like $1,100. So it's a lot of money. And I'm going to squander it all tomorrow. Trying to get Clayton Kershaw's phone number so we can text, you know.
That's exciting.
Other than that, yeah, pretty uneventful.
Nice, Neal. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I started Tuesday, the sleepover with my friends, girlfriend and her brother. And then it turned into a 2-day sleepover.
That's
And then
tough.
It turned into a 3-day sleepover.
That's a little
my
tough.
And then next
God.
thing you know, it's a 5-day sleepover.
Wow.
But it was pretty fun, you know. I got bullied the whole time, but you know how it is.
So my mom said she saw you today
Did she?
by our school.
I was there. I said hi to the band people today as well.
Okay.
Really?
I
So
happened to
my mom did see you. That's cool.
I was grabbing some vaccination records, and I thought I'd stop by. And I saw Gavin, and his lips were
Yeah.
putrid. And then
He's having a tough time.
I saw Hayden. Is he able to play trumpet?
Uh-huh.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Saw Hayden, give him a big hug. I chest bumped Julio. Saw Matt. Didn't think I'd ever see Matt again.
Yeah,
It's
he's
pretty
doing
cool.
band camp.
Yeah, and then saw the director. Pretty fun. Cool
Yeah.
to see everyone. I didn't try to stay too long, though, because I know they're busy and doing their thing. So
That's their first day too.
yeah. Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, it's
I
the
just
first
popped my
day.
head in, said hi, and then I didn't want to stand out too much.
How long do they have like practice for?
It'll be 2 weeks. They
2
go
weeks.
every day, 9 to 4.
That's why. Okay.
Nope.
Today was the
really
first day.
Not gonna do that.
Yeah, I remember that. That actually killed my back when I did that. That was really painful.
My
I will be doing that at the University of Kansas shortly. In 3 weeks, something like that.
That's awkward.
I will arrive there on the 14th, move in, band camp starts that night.
Dang.
I move in the morning, and we're all set
That's exciting.
That's
though.
by
Success.
probably
That's
like
kind of
3
exciting.
p.m. Yeah, it's kind of hype. So we'll have this episode, and then I will be at the next episode, and then the next episode I'm on the road, so I might be in a hotel, might not even show up. We'll see what happens. And then I'm definitely not going to be there on Monday the 15th because I will be doing band camp, and I kind of just got to figure out what the deal is.
We're going to have to figure out how to do it.
Yeah. I'm going
We'll
to...
have a recording of you.
I will
like
be...
Hologram.
In a hologram.
I'll be in the
the
office
future.
making some new music. I will make a new frame with three frames. So my plan is I'm going to bring
Oh,
2
that's fire.
computers. I don't know which 2 computers. Maybe this one and this one.
I should
Maybe
host in
that
here
one
while you
and
guys
this
are gone.
one.
I'll
Yeah.
drive here every day
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
podcast.
And we'll see what happens. The production value of this podcast is in jeopardy.
We shall see. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to live for college, but we'll see.
Are you living
the
in an
freeway's
apartment?
over there.
Well, they denied my dorm
What?
because they
Oh,
already
yeah.
booked
I
it.
remember that.
So then I'm trying to decide Panther Village or dorm. So I was like, I saw Panther Village. And I was like, those are like 5-star hotels. And then, but I keep hearing how important dorm is. So I'm like, well, what do I do? So I'm still in limbo right now. I'll figure it out in a few days.
You're not too far away, so you can make that.
I could make the commute worst
Yep.
case scenario,
Uh-huh.
but that is not ideal because then I go from either little social life or a lot to 0. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, that's kind of worst case scenario, and hopefully that doesn't
Can you get a roommate if you live...
happen.
I think the key is having a roommate no matter where you live.
Yeah, and I get that at Panther Village.
So
I think the thing is, it's smaller, you're not on campus, and it could not be a freshman.
That's
Okay.
fine. Two
Yeah, it's
two
cool.
of my roommates are
Right.
sophomores.
So that's
it
why,
doesn't matter.
and then you lose the dorm events.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So,
How far away is it?
2 miles.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I mean, I
But
rode
I
my
don't know.
bike 3 miles
I get a full
here,
kitchen.
So
It's way nicer than
That's
a dorm.
fire.
I specifically
I don't know.
opted out of a dorm room that had a full kitchen so that I could be in one that has a dining hall instead.
Ah,
So they can
That's
just
better.
make
Yeah.
me food.
Yeah.
If there's a you can give up something to get something.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's the life.
I'll see. I'll notify you probably next week what the decision is.
Cool.
We'll see.
I still don't have a dorm assignment.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm with because I don't have a dorm.
Yeah. These colleges need to get on it.
Yeah,
They do.
They need
We're
to
leaving us in the dust
fix
right
their
now.
stuff right now.
I got my my roommate assignment at a Rockies game. I was there.
Oh.
I signed
That's
up,
fire.
logged in to the portal, got my room. It was great. That's the best way to do all your room stuff is to be at a baseball game doing it. Yeah.
With Rocky Internet.
Yeah, because everyone knows that baseball is the
no
best
pun intended.
sport.
Yep. So might as well live your life there.
Yeah, I will be going to another Rockies game.
Another
That's pretty
one.
sick.
Yeah,
Never been
so
to one.
I'm driving to Kansas, so I'm gonna see. We're going to Zion National Park for 2 days.
That's sick. That's a good
on our way
national
there,
park.
and then we're going to Salt Lake City, and I'm gonna see a Bees game.
Ooh.
We're gonna see Joe Adele.
They're
and,
really good this
and all
year.
those guys. And then I'm driving to Colorado, see a Rockies game with my cousin. I'm gonna start crying right now, and then and then I'm gonna see the Dodgers in Kansas City.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's gonna be fun.
That's sick.
My dad said that you were seeing a Royals A's game, and I was like, why is he going there? I'd sell my life to not go there.
Yeah.
But then you said Dodgers, so that's worth it.
We were gonna see.
I didn't even know they.
We were gonna drive to San
played there.
Francisco and see Giants Dodgers, and then the next
Oh.
day Oakland Angels, which would have been
Oh,
hype.
That's
but
actually sick.
That'd
Yeah.
be interesting.
It's a little out of the way, and we would have needed 5 extra days. So
It's like almost all the SoCal teams.
Literally.
We're
We're-
just missing the Padres or the.
Rogers.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all you're
I
missing.
gotta go see a game of theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe my parents will pay for me. 'Cause
Maybe
I have
next
no
summer
money.
we do a
Maybe.
Petco Park.
Next summer?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll eventually
'Cause
complete our every
we will.
ballpark mission.
No, once we get out of college, we're
Every
during the
ballpark.
summer.
That sounds hype.
Mm-hmm.
I've checked
Once
off a
I
bunch
actually
of those.
learn how to drive.
Once you actually learn how to drive.
Yeah. I need
Where are you
4
right now?
I need 4 extra years and then I'll be good. Okay.
This man's still got
I
his
accidentally
provisional
failed my
license.
Legoland driver's license, but I think we'll be okay in the next
You
4
don't even
years.
have to take a test to get your Legoland driver's license.
Yeah, well, I ran over a couple kids, but other than- we'll just skim past that because that's not important.
All right, we're starting off in the American League. I think Andrew is going to do that for us. I wasn't really
I
paying
think so
attention.
too.
I wasn't really paying
You're, like,
attention.
nothing
So
prepared.
yeah, whoever has the American League has the American League. It's time to go. You're on the clock.
All right, guys. So the Tigers go to Oakland and they each win a game. Game 1, Jonathan Scope and the Tigers handle Oakland 7-2. Game 2, Sean Murphy, the cake man himself, hits a 3-1 blast, and the A's blank Detroit 5-0. Astros take both games against the Yankees in a doubleheader. I think this game was in Houston. Game 1, JJ Matajevic, I think that's how you say his name. He hits a walk-off single as Houston wins 3-2. And in Game 2, Yordan Alvarez and Astros down the Yankees 7-5. Yankees go to Camden Yards and take 2 of 3 in Baltimore. Game 1, Judge mashes 2 home runs, and the Yankees edge out the 0-76. Game 2, Orioles overcome a 3-run deficit thanks to Cole and win 6-3. Game 3, Judge homers again and blank the 6-0. The Jays visit Boston and score 40 runs.
Woo!
Not very much.
Pina-
Game 1,
Pina coladas.
Jays play nice and put up a meagerly 28 runs, 28-5.
Meager.
Game 2, Alek Manoah leads Toronto to a 4-1 win. And in Game 3, the Blue Jays win 8-4 thanks to a strong team effort. Cleveland and Chicago each take 2 games in a 4-game set in Chicago. Game 1, Cleveland dominates 8-2. Andres Jimenez homers in that one. Game 2, Josh Naylor and the Guardians win 7-4, winning their 5th in a row. Game 3, Pollock helps the Sox win a close one against Cleveland,
Hey.
5-4.
My home.
And in Game 4, Cease goes 6 scoreless as the White Sox take care of the Guardians, 6-3. Tampa goes to Kansas City, and they lose 2 of 3. Yandy Diaz and Drew Rasmussen help the Rays win 7-3 in Game 1. Game 2, Brady Singer, didn't even know who that was, but strikes out 12 and the Royals win 6-3. And in Game 3, Chris Bubic, I think that's how you say it, Bubic goes 7 and the Royals win 4-2. The Rangers go to Oakland and they lose 2 of 3. Cole Irvin strikes out 8 and Stephen Vaught helps Oakland win 5-4. Game 2, Nate Lowe has a crucial fielding error which all but hands Oakland the game and they win 3-1. Game 3, Rangers have a huge 5th inning and barely hold on. Oakland went back to back, all with homers, and they almost came back, but The Rangers handle that one 11-8, and they avoid getting swept. The Astros go to Seattle, cool down the red-hot M's by sweeping them. Game 1, Altuve and Alvarez both homer. They win 5-2. Game 2, Verlander shines with 13 strikeouts as Houston beats Seattle 3-1. And in Game 3, Houston scores 6 runs in the 6th and cruise to an 8-5 victory. And then the Twins go to Detroit and get 2 games. Arias and Correa lead the T's to a 8-4 victory, and in Game 2, Sonny Gray and Jose Miranda help the Twins dominate the Tigers 9-1. That's going to do it for the American League.
Let's go. That was huge.
That was huge.
Fun stuff from the American League. Blue Jays. Actually, we'll go to the standings really quick. The New York Yankees, they are winning as usual. They're 66-31. The Blue Jays are 12 and a half back.
That's right.
The Blue Jays are 12 and a half back. That's ridiculous. Tampa Bay Rays are 13 back, so they're only a half back from the Jays. The Boston Red Sox, their run differential is negative. Going into the series against the Blue Jays, their run differential was at least, I believe it was like plus 17 or so. First game,
I can check that.
First game, run differential goes into the negative. Baltimore Orioles, they are they're half under 500. They're 18 games back.
18
last week.
Yep, their run differential was plus 18, and then the Blue Jays beat them 28-5. That's tough.
Bad week.
That was insane.
Central, Minnesota Twins on top. Guardians 3 back. Chicago White Sox 4 back. Yeah, totally had a stroke right there. They're 1 back of the Guardians, and they are 500 for the second week in a row. Congratulations, White Sox. The Royals are in 4th place in the Central at 38-57. They're 13 and a half back. That's a little tougher when you're in the Central as opposed to the East. And the Detroit Tigers are a half a game back of the Royals at 38-58.
Most disappointing team of the year.
The West, the Astros remain way on top, 64-32. Seattle Mariners are 51-45. They are 13 games back, and their streak is losing 3. In their last 10, they're 7-3, same as the Astros. Texas Rangers are 20 back of the Astros. That's a pretty big gap right there. That's
only 20.
It's a jump right there.
That's bigger than any other team in this league.
Yeah.
Are they in
besides,
second place?
They are in third place.
Look at
The Angels are 40-55.
God.
We finally made it to 40 wins. We're 23 and a half back.
Yankees were there quite a while.
Almost
We're
August.
2-8 in our last 10. And the A's. The A's are 35-63, and they are 30 games back. That is tough if you're an A's fan. They're 6-4 in their last 10, so the Angels are catching up. Okay, now we're going on to fun stuff from the American League. That game against the Red Sox that the Blue Jays played was unbelievable.
They started making some drinks.
It was unbelievable.
Lords Gurriel was making
was.
like Minute Maid cocktails or something.
Yeah.
So many errors. Like I was watching some of the highlights from the games, and I watched all the highlights from the series, and it's just the Red Sox just missing ground balls, and then they get it in time, and then they throw the ball away. Like so, they make 2 errors on one play. It's unbelievable. Raimel Tapia, Little League grand slam. That's ridiculous.
He just stood there in the outfield. He didn't even make a
he's like,
his controller disconnected. He just ran around. That was it.
It was a little tough to tell.
Batteries.
Yeah. Like, the other outfielder were obviously, like, when he goes like this, the other outfielders start running.
Yeah, he's like, we don't know where it is.
He got DFA'd the next day.
Did he?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say no way.
Should have been.
So the question is, did he just stand there because the other guys were closer, or did he just kind of... I don't know. In the camera angle, it looked like he could have got there before.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Verdugo.
I feel like if we saw the whole thing, maybe we'd see something.
Who was the other guy?
I definitely think
It was against the Yankees, right? The right fielder was literally just standing there, and he lost the ball, and he's like...
Oh,
and
yeah,
goes back.
the Red Sox guy?
Yeah.
Maybe something with Boston, man.
Yeah.
They've all been in Boston.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that overcast
Maybe the
sky.
light is right
It
above
was in
home plate
Fenway,
when it's in
too.
right field.
It's all at night, though, right? So
Yeah.
it's
Night
that
games.
overcast.
Oh,
Oh, no. Yeah,
no,
that's
that
the
one,
light.
the Little Graham Slam was during daylight hours.
Was it?
And that one against the Yankees, that was also at Fenway. I think the light was out too. So maybe the sun had an impact with that, or they're just brain
Maybe
dead.
that ball gets
happen.
lost in like the overcast sky or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or the Yankees.
Or the brain.
Or the Yankees paid for weather machines and they had to just fog.
They fogged up
Yeah,
the
they
sky.
fogged it up.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
In the last game,
Funny.
Bogarts had a really nice defensive game. I was watching the highlights. He made a couple, like 3 plays where I went, ooh, that was pretty nice.
Best ever in his life.
Yeah. Aaron Judge, Camden Yards.
He's just judging.
He goes 8 for 13
Ooh.
with 3 home runs.
Yep.
Yeah,
Those are some Freddie numbers.
he's Aaron
Glad
Judge.
I made that trade.
He's Aaron Judge. Story is in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
I think that's all the fun stuff.
We're
Starting
stacked.
shortstop right
Literally
there.
already gonna win.
Yeah, already won.
Like, who is the Dominican
Can we get some
Republic gonna
Mookie
put
Betts in
out?
there?
No one. Like, we're gonna destroy everyone, okay?
Dude, if we got like
It's
the best
all but
players in
guaranteed.
baseball,
I
it'd be
know.
like half Dodgers.
Exactly, dude. Freddie Freeman. Who else?
Trey maybe.
Freddie Freeman.
And honestly, like either
Freddie.
Contreras or Will Smith.
Yeah.
Kershaw maybe.
Nah, dude. I mean, Kershaw's old.
You
bro.
gotta preserve that guy.
Yeah, that's exactly
But like
it.
his career's on the way out. I might as well just do the World
Dude,
Baseball
imagine he gets like
Classic.
career-ending injury in the World Baseball Classic. No way, dude.
He's already on the way out. He's
Put
already
Garrett
done it
Cole in
before.
there, dude.
Might as
I hope
well.
he gets shocked. Okay.
Put Garrett Cole in. I hope he has a career-ending injury.
What?
That'd be
No, you
so
should put in
funny.
Trevor Bauer because it's not.
Honestly, he
Yes,
might.
yeah.
He should because
Yeah.
like
and he would like taunt like the Dominican
an
Republic.
MLB would not make an Instagram post about
Exactly.
that one.
Trevor Bauer to the Angels. At this
Sure,
deadline.
why not?
Sure, buddy.
Uh,
Honestly, he might get traded soon.
that's all the fun
Trevor
stuff.
Bauer?
Trevor
Yeah.
Bauer? Can the Dodgers trade him if he's suspended?
No.
I heard that they're at least gonna try and get rid of him if this keeps up.
Fair.
Really?
Oh.
What are you gonna do? Just
Dodgers don't want him. They
yeah.
don't
Why
want
would
bad
you want him?
press.
Why would you want a guy there
He's
just for
still
2 years?
he's still on the roster though, right?
He's just bad press for 2 years. No money. No. He just exists, and he's associated with you.
Yeah, he's got to go, I think.
So either
If he's still on the roster, then
either
trade him.
he
I just
gets
don't-
rid of the whatever the suspension.
accusation.
The suspension.
It's
or
2 years. 2 bloody
Yeah.
years. I think it's 2.5 actually.
How old is he gonna be after those 2 years? man?
34, dude.
Yeah,
At least.
I think his contract's up after that.
Fine, dude.
So like.
But we get our money back, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
It's not dead money.
Enough
anymore.
money to go get Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
2 years.
Dodgers are going to get Juan Soto. Mark my words. You want to move to the National League?
let's hit some national.
Let's go to the National
League. It
League.
was, in my opinion, more fun. Oh, let me just
Uh-oh.
write who won this game because I didn't. Pretty sure it was the Dodgers.
We're going to restart the music.
Game
Got it.
3 was.
Okay, now we're ready.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna switch to the right episode. Okay, let's start with the most boring league in my opinion, the NL Central. We're gonna start with the Brewers, and they faced off against the Rockies. They took 3 or 4. The 4th game's being played today, so I don't have that yet. Game
This is
1,
so weird.
6-5.
Yeah.
Game 2, 9-4, and Game 3, 9-5. Lots of 9s. All Brewers, and then the second place Cardinals face off against the Reds in Cincy, and they drop actually 2 of 3. Game 1 was
Let's look at the
9-5.
Reds.
Game 2, 6-3, and Game 3 a 6-3 loss. Reds win. Then a fun Cubs and Phillies matchup in Philly, in which the Phillies sweep the Cubs. Game 1, 15-2 Phillies. Game 2, 6-2 Phillies, and Game 3, 4-3. Some notes, some fun info. Castellanos was asked a clown question on whether or not he heard the boos when he struck out. And Castellanos right now is batting 179, 207, and 250 is his slash line past 7 games.
Justified.
So I can understand what's going on right there. Anyways, Pirates faced off for a fun matchup against the Marlins and dropped 2 of 3. Game 1 was an 8-1 win for the Marlins. Game 2, 1-0 Pirates, just squeezed out of that. And Game 3 was 6-5. Some notes. Game 3, Sandy solidifying his Cy Young. Basically, his night was 6 innings, 10 Ks, 2 runs. Most consistent guy, in my opinion, this year. Definitely deserves it. Moving to the most competitive division, in my opinion, the Braves faced off against the Angels, and they angeled them by taking 2 of 3. Game 1 was 8-1 Braves. Game 2, 7-2 Braves, and Game 3, 9-1 Angels.
40th win.
Next, the
I'm gonna
Mets.
sneak that one in
The
there.
Mets get met with some Padre power and drop 2 of 3. Game 1 was 4-1 Padres. Game 2, 2-1 Padres, and Game 3, 8-5. The Mets finally get a little bit right there. Marlins. They get 1 game swept by the Rangers. Game 1, 8-0 Rangers, and that is the end. The Nats face the D-backs, and they drop 2 of 3 to solidify the worst record in baseball. Game 1, 10-1 D-backs. Game 2, 7-2 D-backs. And Game 3, 4-3 Nationals. Just squeezed by Juan Soto help. Some notables. In Game 2, Madison Bumgarner calls Robles a clown for pimping a home run, not a whole run.
A whole run.
Basically, after that game, Madison was very upset and called him a clown. Then the next game, Robles walks out into the dugout with a clown nose. So that was very entertaining. Yeah, you can pull that out. And then real quick, the last division is only a 1-game series because I've already covered the other teams. It was just one great battle, in my opinion, the best series of the week. Dodgers versus Giants. Dodgers sweep them in 4-game series. Game 1, 9-6. Dodgers. Game 2, 5-1 Dodgers. Game 3, 4-2 Dodgers. And Game 4, 7-4 Dodgers. Some notes: Freddie is literally on another planet, and the Dodgers basically slammed the door on the Giants season.
They're back to rebuilding.
Yes, sir.
That's the National League.
That is the National League with all the fun things that happened.
Fun stuff. Clown nose. I really like the clown nose. He didn't even pimp that home run. He just
admired it.
He just went, wow, and
And then like tossed the bat a bit.
put his head down and ran. He put his head down. He wasn't doing the whole.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird move by Mad Bum.
He's always
triggered.
Yeah.
Mad Bum makes some points occasionally. Like, normally you shouldn't celebrate a home run if you're down 7 runs. Like, that's stupid if you're celebrating a home run down 7 runs. But yeah, he just ran the bases. So whatever. Clown nose. I like the clown nose. I got some insight that it's a ball of tape, not an actual clown nose.
Just taped on his nose. that is new.
That's his baseball reference page.
That's so funny. I didn't even know that.
Also, another fun thing from the Dodgers, Klay Thompson going to a bunch of Dodgers games, drinking beer, posting on his Instagram story. Yeah, I love baseball. I love beer. Let's go. And he's in all these camera shots when the other guy, the other brother, does all this cool stuff.
The other brother.
That's that. That's all the fun stuff from the National League, I think. Yeah?
Yes, that is all
Cool.
that happened.
Let's go to the All-Star game, because that was between our episodes. So we know from last episode, Juan Soto won the home run derby during our episode.
He did.
That was pretty cool.
Did you guys react to that live?
Yeah.
It was sick.
We had that's the reason that there's no video on that episode, is because it totally broke my computer. It just had a stroke. Half of the screen was this, and then half of the screen was the home run derby.
That's sick.
Yeah.
He broke it.
It was a stroke.
Yep.
It just started lagging, and I thought it was fine, and then I saved the recording, and it just froze. It was weird.
Who else had quite the run?
He almost made it to, what was it, the 3rd round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he almost made it to the third round.
Schwarber blowed, dude.
Schwarber
sucks.
missed count.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Apparently.
He was close. He would have tied it, right?
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, because he was at 19.
Yeah.
Close was at 20.
Mm-hmm.
All-Star game, though. Kind of boring.
Not
I don't
much.
watch
The game
it.
was kind of boring by itself. Alek Manoah mic'd up. That was sick. I enjoyed that. Every time he got a strikeout, he goes, "Woo! Another punchy, let's go!" So it's fun to see what the pitchers are thinking about when they're up on the mound. I thought he was gonna have the worst inning of his career. He did not have the worst inning of his career. He had 3 strikeouts and 1 hit by pitch. But he didn't even call that pitch that hit the guy. The announcer said, "Hey, how about you throw a back foot slider?" And he just missed it and hit him. So there's that. It's not even Alek Manoah's fault. The Yankees' battery was mic'd up. It was Trevino and Cortez. That was really cool. I enjoyed that, listening to them chat. There were a couple of moments where they didn't really know what they wanted to throw each other, so they just go, "What do you want? What do you want? Nah, what do you want?" Happened a couple of times.
What do you?
A little silly. Trevino has the next at-bat. They retired the side. Trevino has the next at-bat. And he didn't take the stuff off like he was supposed to. So he just said, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And then he got his first all-star hit. Trevino's really fun. I enjoy Trevino as a player, even though I hate the Yankees. Andres Gimenez and Tim Anderson turned a neat double play. That was cool. Fun play. Goes in the highlight reel. Ohtani, in English, says he's looking forward to the first pitch, first swing. First pitch, first swing, gets a hit, then gets picked off.
Yeah.
Everyone was laughing about it, man. Shohei was laughing about it. The AL dugout was laughing about it. It was great.
Can't handle the curse pick off.
Yeah. NO had the lead for a while. AL takes it back off Stanton and Buxton. Back-to-back home runs.
Oh, God. Tony Gonsolin.
We're not going to talk about
Yep, Tony
who they
Gonsolin
hit it
is
off of.
terrible. Garrett Cole and Max Fried, they were mic'd up in the dugout, just chatting. Garrett Cole was boasting that he hit 3 home runs in his career, all with the Pirates. I also like ump cam. Did you see that?
Ump cam
It was
is
neat.
fun. Ump cam is fun.
So from ump cam, you can really tell whether it's a ball or a strike. Like it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Which really just makes me wonder what the umpires are doing back there all the time.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah, it was really cool. I enjoyed it. An umpire got hit by a foul ball while it was in ump
Really?
cam. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Poor guy.
I'd like to see more broadcasts use ump cam. I know that it's like a silly thing for the All-Star game, but it was kind of neat.
Insane ump cam.
Best of the ump cam from the All-Star game. Let's see what we got here.
It's Joe West.
Yes, he got drilled by a
Joe
foul ball.
That was cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat. You get to see all the cool moments and stuff.
That's actually
Yeah.
kind of sick.
Yeah, and you can
He
really
stands a
tell
little-
whether it's a strike or a ball. Like that's
a strike.
Yeah.
He stands a little off to the side.
Because he doesn't want to get drilled.
because the catcher's head is right in the
Yes,
middle. So
like he's gonna get drilled either way. Like inside pitcher, just bye bye.
Yep. So that's neat. That's the All-Star game. That's all the fun
That's
stuff
actually
that
sick.
happened.
Yeah.
All-Star week was really fun. A lot of good stuff. A lot of
Mhm.
good PR moves and such.
For sure.
See.
MLB wins.
MLB always wins.
For now.
It's time.
It's time.
Juan Soto
Yep.
is going to the Dodgers. Just broke right now. Jeff
Da-na-na-na.
Passan just reported it.
Dun 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 dun.
Would not be shocked.
Yeah, that's why I have my phone on me at all
I
times.
just
now.
got a notification that Jif Passan
Jiff passing.
says that Juan Soto's going to the Dodgers
JIF passing.
for 2 bags of peanuts.
So
And that's will probably take that. Oh, we got something for our guy. We got something for a generational superstar.
Juan Soto might not move this deadline.
Honestly,
It's not like a
think
it's
it
not like a
will.
now or never kind of thing.
They got a couple years.
I'd really
Yeah.
like to see him move this year.
Play
Like
for-
it would be cool. They probably should move him this year, like right now, before people trade their prospects for other guys. But I see it most likely that he gets traded at the deadline.
Yeah.
Juan
Yeah.
Soto to the Dodgers. Thoughts?
I don't think we trade for him because we have I think a top 10 farm system, right? So we'd have to gut our entire farm system. And plus, we'd have to give up a couple quality, like, major leaguers. We have them. Like, we could probably pitch in Bellinger or someone else, maybe Chris Taylor. I don't know. I would love to have a bat like him, but all we really need is another pitcher. We don't really need another, like, 350 million guy, you know? We already got that, so...
So, Dodgers are their outfield is a little weird from what
Mhm.
I've seen. Like, they have some guys that traditionally play infield, like
Yeah.
moving out there.
Yep.
So, I think it could be beneficial for them to
Definitely
bring on
benefit from it.
Juan Soto, and he's cheap right now. He's dirt cheap right now because he's still in the ownership period where I think he's making $6 million this year or something like that.
Yeah.
Which would be crazy beneficial for Dodgers run this year and next year. Dodgers outfield struggles a little bit from time to time. Chris Taylor's on IL right now, but he was kind of shaky a little before.
Yeah.
Bellinger's unreliable. At the plate, I know he just hit a grand slam or whatever, but I don't really care that he hit a grand slam in one game out of 162. And the Dodgers could really use a bat in the event that they come up against people in the playoffs, like the Mets. Mets are pitching Scherzer and DeGrom.
Uh-huh.
The Brewers have an elite staff, so Juan Soto could help the Dodgers get past those elite starters in some of those games, win some extra games. The Dodgers don't really have a DH.
Yeah.
Like-
It's more like a DH by committee. It's like
Yeah.
Turner one day.
A lot of
Monty,
teams
you know.
like to have their set DH. The Angels have theirs. The Astros have theirs. You know, the Mets just got theirs. Daniel Vogelbach.
Yeah, he's
What a
the
guy.
DH.
Yeah. So I think Soto could be hugely beneficial to be Dodgers set DH because
Only play DH because we have the defense. We don't
yeah, he's not a great defender this season
pretty
so
average.
far. He has -9 outs above average, so he's worse than average defensively.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he could be huge. I think the front, whether or not the Dodgers fans would like to bring in Juan Soto, I think the front office might see it as a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to gut the system though.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, because we've
never. I don't think they'd ever be willing to do it, especially with like, these other teams that we've traded with to get like Scherzer. Never really gutted anything.
gutted 2
You
players.
said 2 of your top prospects.
Yeah.
over
Josiah Gray
for a
No,
rental.
sucks.
He didn't even have a full season.
I think Josiah
That's
Gray
not
is pitching
good at
tomorrow,
all.
so we'll see how good he is.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
And Kyra Ruiz has been pretty mid. So, we got to run out of those, and probably we're gonna get Trey Turner if he resends. So, but if we get Juan Soto, we're gonna have to give up like double, maybe triple the value.
So I believe that your front office will be willing to do that because you paid that much for a Max Scherzer guy. He didn't even have a full season.
Yeah.
So
he pitched pretty good.
Max Scherzer was obviously like unreal. So is Juan Soto. So I think the front office will be able to do that. Whether or not I think it's a good move, I think the front office is interested. You guys have some long-term deals here.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have 2 long-term catchers.
Yep.
Austin Romine, that's the guy's name. No, that's the Angels guy. What's his
Diego
name?
Cartaya.
What's your other catcher's name?
Austin
Will
Barnes?
Smith, Austin
Austin
Barnes.
Yeah.
Same first name, different last name. So you have Austin Barnes, you have Will Smith. Those guys are gonna be there for a while. I think. There's no reason for you to part with them.
I don't think I don't want to give up Cartaya because he could be a DH like who was the guy Edwin Rios.
We don't give up Bobby Miller.
We don't give up him
So
or Cartaya. Or I don't want to give up Bush. I could give up Andy Pajes.
So you guys also have a long-term second baseman.
Yeah.
And a long-term shortstop if you re-sign Trey Turner. So he's not really a lot of use to you guys right now.
I'm okay with Pepioi maybe.
Dude.
Because he'll cover a lot.
Yeah.
So you guys have these prospects that are like high up in MLB, but your farm system is good enough, and you have players that are just under them, like right under Bush. You have Vargas. So if you trade Bush to the Nats, then Vargas just becomes your next infield prospect, and you only need 1 because you have these long-term guys that are coming up.
Thing is, the need isn't there, but it's too much to give them up just because you want to have that elite farm system and that backup so that when the MLB slowly fades away, you're not left with nothing. So
There we go.
That's the whole thing of.
So this is like a trade simulator. Let's we got 2 teams.
This better not be as bad as the show.
Dude.
You can trade like
Nationals.
Corey Seager for like peanuts.
So this is like how much a player is worth. So let's say the Dodgers get
So the Nats are also willing to throw in a pitcher. Forget which pitcher they want to throw in.
Right.
But that's another bullpen arm for you guys, and your
The
bullpen
Dodgers
has been.
We'll probably be willing to take on a pitcher to
So
lower the money for them and
Yeah.
almost like make it more even because they're taking away the
So
money for them.
what are we saying?
if the Nats throw in
Pepior maybe.
Pepio
Pepio,
only 18 million a year.
Vargas,
Pepio.
But
Vargas
is
would be good.
really high. And he's not needed.
You got to give up a major leaguer too, probably.
Chris Taylor,
Taylor.
because Taylor's the direct sub. Like Chris Taylor would be replaced by
He's
Juan
not
Soto
there.
as the way it is.
What do you think about
He's on
Gavin Lux?
IL right now.
Lux.
What do you think about Lux?
You can trade Lux.
Sure, let's
I
say
think a Lux to the Nats wouldn't be awful for you guys.
Lux,
I mean,
but
I know
you
he's
wouldn't
you're
Vargas.
producing.
you're halfway there.
Yeah, you're not even there with us.
Vart.
So there's another thing too is like there's value, but there's also the Nats want some depth in certain positions. Well, I don't know what depth they want.
They have their own
They probably
needs.
wouldn't want Cartaya because we give him Kira Ruiz, right?
Yeah.
Probably,
Let's say Bellinger.
Probably need some infield, right?
1.4.
Because there's no infield there, to be honest, at all.
Let's just put Freddie. I want to see
Freddie Freeman.
Freeman. 34. That's not gonna.
Dude, you throw Freeman in, it's still not even close.
Juan Soto's young and he has controllable years.
Yeah.
So
So
and he's not making
If
money.
we give you Freddie Freeman, you literally got him for 6 years.
Yep.
But there's contract talks too. Like teams
I
don't
get that,
often
but
trade with the full
If
contracts.
you get
like,
Freddie Freeman, and then like 3 amazing prospects, like,
Yeah.
and that's still not
you-
enough. Like what
Probably
do you
2
want?
more
Mark
players.
Kidney?
the Nationals don't want to pay. You know how they are. They don't want to pay Freddie Freeman. That's where that drop in value comes. Is that they would have to pay Freddie
That
Freeman.
makes
You're
sense.
getting like.
So if the
amazing
Dodgers
offensive numbers.
eat half of Freddie Freeman's contract, then it'll be way more appealing to the Nats. They don't want to pay. That's the thing. They want prospects and they want cheap major leaguers. So
I
it's,
think Cartaya is
literally
like
look at this
56.
man's
Yeah,
seasonal.
50. Cartaya is 50. So this might be able to get
That could maybe get
Diego
it done,
Cartaya,
but that's
Freddie
literally
Gavin Lux,
everything we would ever.
Ryan
hope for.
Pepio. Because we could move Muncy back to first base, and we could have Justin Turner at third base. Okay,
I'm not doing that.
so I don't think that's like
it's not realistic.
it's obviously not the end all be all. Like
No.
top prospects and then some.
I'm not trading away these stats. Like, look at this.
No.
No, you're not trading Freddie. That's stupid.
He's literally better than Juan this year.
To entertain that idea
That's
is
right.
stupid.
Juan has had such a down year. I don't know. It would be entertaining if like
I'd
the
be willing to
Dodgers wanted
trade
play
like
for
3
it.
top prospects.
3 top
and then
prospects.
3 mids.
Yeah.
3 top
I
prospects
don't
and
wanna give up Freddie.
Bellinger.
Take Bellinger, dude.
I'd
cool.
be willing to trade him, honestly.
3 of your top prospects, so maybe
I
let's
would
say
trade
the
him,
Nats want
But Juan would need to play outfield because there's no way like we
Yeah.
can just find 2
Yeah, no,
outfielders to
they
do
want-
that.
they want outfield as well. How can I see their overall? So this guy's 50 overall, which is pretty solid. Who did I look at? This guy. So you could. They
You
want
take
infield
him.
depth. They want infield depth. So you could trade Vivas, Vargas, and then maybe a couple
And you
couple
could just-
miscellaneous other top prospects,
Dude,
along with
Tatis.
Bellinger and Chris
One more
Taylor.
Tatis.
Yeah,
That guy sucks, bro. You
Trade
can
one more
pick him for
Tatis.
free. I know.
yeah. So you
I hate
can
that
do those 3 guys,
Sure.
Andy Pages, and then Bellinger and Chris Taylor.
I
That
would do
probably-
that.
That's
Bellinger is
probably
the
a
only-
fair.
I would
That's probably
actually-
what the Nats are looking
That's
for.
like a steal for us, dude.
Cody is the only MLB player. I'd
You
trade.
can, dude, take Taylor, dude. I don't care, bro. Okay.
He's injured. I'd rather wait a year to see what's going on.
Well,
All
I
I'm
mean,
saying is
I
that
want Juan Soto.
it kind of the trade value thing isn't really there because the Nats are looking for whatever they're looking for.
Yeah, they have their own interests.
Yep.
So it doesn't really count. Obviously, they don't even want Freddie Freeman. Like Freddie Freeman is 0 value to them
Yeah.
because they don't want to pay for him. So,
They got Josh Bell right now.
yeah, and they have that guy too.
Getting it done for cheaper, probably.
Cardinals, they are a front runner.
1.96 ERA. All right. Anyways.
Anyways,
The Cardinals are looking to buy Soto as well.
I could see that happening.
Thoughts on that?
They have a lot of prospects.
They could do it. It'd probably be really fitting because they're always on the cusp of just being like that top tier, but they just aren't there. Like the Brewers are still just a little above them,
Uh-huh.
and I think Juan Soto would finally make them like
Juan Soto would put them
right
in
at
front.
them
that
in
level.
front,
The only
yeah.
thing I think after that though is you could still say the pitching is holding them back because 40-some-year-old Wainwright gonna go away, and you still got a
No.
lot of holes up there that you might want to fill.
What's the They're in need of another pitcher.
But even then, next year, if they have more prospects, they can
That they're
They can
gonna
add
trade
some
away
pitchers.
for Juan Soto.
they can't trade all your prospects for one.
So
Yeah,
they have
train
a
your top pitchers for Juan Soto.
they have a solid bullpen, but their starting pitching. Is
That's what I'm saying. You literally like,
Like-
that's the only thing that's holding him back. If
Like
you go Juan
these
Soto.
2 guys are good. The rest, no way. You know.
Yeah, if they buy Juan Soto
They'd probably.
Juan
this
Soto, you
season,
just need
they'll
starting
have him for
pitching.
next season as well,
In
and
my
that's the
opinion.
only thing on their list would be starting pitching.
Yep.
And it's not that hard to go out and get some starting pitching.
No, every
True.
year you can get something.
Yeah.
Like they could even trade a guy this season, position player this season for prospects that might be up next
the
season.
issue is they never ever go hard in free agency,
Yep.
and they never
Pretty
actually
much.
get the starting pitching they need.
The Cardinals haven't had a losing season since like 2000. They've had one losing season since 2000, I think the statistic is. It's wild. So they're always in contention. I don't see how they... If they're looking to make a run this year with Waino and Miles Michaelis, then they could... They have the prospect value to get Juan Soto. And he
Yeah.
could be instrumental in a playoff run.
Very true.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he's going to the Yankees. I know that the Yankees are kind of like
I would-
looking in.
Yeah, I saw that.
I would love for that to happen. For them
Seeing
to,
how
like,
they were
get
at free
their farm
agency,
system.
they seem like they're so adamant that this is the team that will win it.
I don't
So I don't see it
Yeah.
happening.
They don't really have need for it. Like, I mean, maybe they replace Joey Gallo. That's something that's on their list. They want to get rid of Joey Gallo and
they
replace
could do that.
But they have outfielders. They have Judge, they have Stanton, they have Carpenter. Carpenter's infield, but he's playing DH, so
He's
that's
like
kind
a
of
utility guy.
He's a utility guy. He's played some outfielder, but he's mostly second base. And Aaron Hicks is doing well so
Yeah, he's
far.
doing good this
Yeah.
season.
So I know that he's old and he's kind of washed or whatever, but he's doing fine this season for the Yankees. So they don't have the holes in the outfield that they need to fill with Soto.
No.
And they seem unwilling to part with their prospects a little bit. I feel Mets are similar to the Yankees situation. They have the outfielders. They could replace Jankowski. His OPS is in the 600s. They do have starting Marte. Jeff McNeil's played right field for them. Mark Kanya, and Brandon Nimmo. Soto could assist them, but they don't really need outfield.
All those guys are solid. There's like not really a true need for him, but it could help. DH is Vogelbach, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably not one of the Mets. They already basically like bought an entire outfield.
And you could move one of these guys to like a platoon DH, so you have Vogelbach against right-handed pitching and such. San Diego's apparently a front runner.
I saw that.
You look up Juan
Wow.
Soto trade, and the consensus is that San
I've
Diego's the
seen that can
top
happen.
for.
Like,
Yeah,
You got the starting shortstop. Get rid of
Yeah.
Abrams.
if they would like
Already.
to,
Boom. Like that's insane.
if they'd like to
They're
go
gonna have
for
to
it
give
this
up,
year, Soto's
yeah.
huge.
Put in like C.J. Abrams for the Padres. Like
Yeah.
that probably is like worth a lot. Then you just fill in a couple other holes, and boom, you got Juan Soto in right field.
They're
The
barely
Padres-
hanging on to their wild card spot too, so
Yeah.
it would boost them into the
And
playoffs.
I know the Padres want to be in the playoffs. Like
They-
they're not just here to mess around. They're literally like signed so many starting pitchers.
Juan Soto would be a good DH for them. They don't really have anyone. I mean, they have one DH,
All right.
and it's kind of just there's no depth there.
Let's play this game. Padres get. Wait, no. How did I do this?
If they think that they can make it, if they think they can accomplish their goal, whether their goal is winning the World Series or just making a deep run, I don't know what the GM's goal is right now.
I think make the playoffs.
Depending on what the GM's goal is right now, Juan Soto could be huge. They sell all their top
Let's
prospects.
see. Gore.
Yeah,
Probably,
Mackenzie
right?
Gore.
Gore's probably going.
Who else? Who's they
Uh,
have?
No.
Surplus. Yeah, this is the one we want.
Hosmer? I don't know.
Hosmer, maybe.
I don't know if they'll take him if they have Bell.
Trent
What's the
Grisham,
point?
I could see.
Maybe
Grisham
you move
going.
Cronenworth
Right.
to first base and then Tatis comes back. I know you can't move Cronenworth to first base right now because Tatis is out.
I think Grisham could leave.
Grisham.
You could trade him. I don't know how much. 23. That's pretty
23.
high. Yeah, maybe.
Grisham,
Because he's an outfielder.
Joe
right? So-
Musgrove.
That'd
Um,
be funny. It's kind of not much value down here, to be honest.
And
What are we at?
that's at so
Almost.
you need one more.
We need one more huge.
Speaking of Trace Thompson, solo home run.
nice.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Dodgers doing great.
Moving along.
Hence the no hitter.
And the Padres, I
And
think,
Tatis.
see big dollar signs.
Yep.
They bring in fans when they bring in
Oh.
Juan Soto.
Yeah,
They're
Juan
probably-
Soto's cheap.
to pay for his contract.
Juan Soto's cheap. They bring in a ton of guys
and
to watch the games. I would go watch a Juan Soto
Okay.
game at Petco Park. So,
I don't know who any of these guys are, but that
But
would
it
make
gets
the
it
deal
done.
work. Yeah.
So you basically get rid of like three
Three good minor leaguers.
three amazing minor leaguers
and,
and
two
two-
major league ready guys.
one amazing starting pitcher and a decent outfielder
Yeah.
that you can definitely.
Gore's gonna be good in the next couple of years.
I mean,
He's
that's a
not that
decent
good
trade
right
in
now.
my opinion.
that's a good trade for the
better than
Padres.
the Dodgers situation.
Yeah. So, Padres are in the market, and they could use Juan Soto, and They
Put
have
him
the-
right back on the map.
they have the pieces to give away.
They also said they would be willing to trade Patrick Corbin just because of salary. So
Yep, they want to get rid of
Yeah.
Patrick
Oh,
Corbin.
and then you
Yeah,
don't
but-
even
so
need
the
to
Dodgers
get rid of it.
That's the
The
guy
Dodgers
that I
can
was
make
talking
The
them
about.
Dodgers could actually
Yes.
make that without any.
Mhm.
any true, yeah.
He's literally negative.
So-
54.
He's so bad. His
So
ERA.
funny.
Let's look at his ERA.
The strat I've heard from Dodgers guys is that Patrick Corbin would probably move to the bullpen.
I'd be fine with that. He's
So,
30.
cool with
You buy him, he has a big contract, but the
Six-
Dodgers don't really care. They just
102
eat.
ERA.
Let's just buy him and then pay his
I-
contract and.
He's
give him-
literally David Price.
So you
So
give
we-
away
yeah,
a
yeah,
couple,
it's another
like
David
2
Price.
minor leaguers, like a couple major leaguers, and then in comes Juan
It's like
Soto
how
and
David
Patrick
Price
Corbin.
is here just for Mookie Betts to be here.
Yep.
Exactly.
It
And
would
this
be
is
the
exact
same.
same
this
thing.
is the last year, I think. So
Patrick Corbin?
no,
David Price. Yeah, this is last year.
Patrick Corbin signed a big deal.
Can't wait for him to
after-
retire.
I know. Yeah.
So that's another factor in the trade. It's not really like,
Uh-huh.
and the Nationals actively want to get rid of Patrick Corbin.
Yeah,
Like they're trying their hardest to
I
get
had a
rid of him.
recap a while ago that said him and some other pitchers combined. I think Strasburg's combined ERA would be like 13 something.
Mhm.
So they're definitely awful right now.
So, if they can get rid of
That
Patrick
sucks.
Corbin, that probably gets you extra. Like, if the Dodgers will buy his contract
Oh
and
yeah.
pay for him,
they
then
would-
Yeah,
willing
that
to
covers
do
a bit of the trade.
so that's cool. That's another reason that I think he might go to the Dodgers. I mean, I don't think he will, but that's another reason that makes it a little more likely. The Mariners are apparently in the race as well.
Holy.
What? I don't see that.
They're competing for a wild card spot. They're
I
in a
saw
wild
that
card
somewhere.
that
spot
will
right
not
now.
happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
If it
Mitch
does,
Haniger's
I'll-
out right now,
Explode.
so maybe they're looking for someone to replace Mitch Haniger. I don't know.
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
It'd
he's-
literally be for life. Like, that's not temporary.
And the Mariners, I don't know. He could be a franchise guy for them.
He would be.
for sure.
He
Um,
literally.
I
be
would like that
in-
because that city needs the
Like, the next
need-
Ken Griffey
They need
for
to
that.
win.
Yep.
Yeah.
face of the franchise.
And I think their goal is not to win the World Series. It
Just
is
make a
it
deep
is
playoffs.
to make the playoffs. They have a 20-year drought.
They haven't done it.
Longest in the four.
just
winning
make it.
sports.
Trading all,
Success.
like 300 prospects for Juan Soto would maybe be worth it for the Mariners if they can make the
Maybe.
playoffs and they're in a wild card spot. Juan Soto would help them.
Trade J-Rod for him.
No way.
That'd be funny.
Angels.
Yeah,
Let's look
worse.
at this. The Mariners, because 17. So that,
17th.
really?
There are literally 16 other teams ahead of.
Jesus.
Wait, who's number one?
You gotta scroll up for that one. Oh, wait, it's
Cardinals.
opposite.
Orioles.
Orioles is fair. They're
That's
at the end of
insane.
their rebuild.
Yeah.
Orioles?
That's insane for us though. I thought we were like middle.
Oh, best farm system?
Yeah.
I thought I said most likely to get Juan Soto. I was like, Orioles?
Orioles.
What's
dude.
going on here?
As soon as they got to 500, now they're in the running for a generational type player. Okay, that's how important that little run that they
I
had.
was so confused.
People listed the Rays. Maybe I don't see the
No,
Rays.
wow.
making it.
no.
Maybe for like this year.
They
I don't
get
think
little
they wanna pay
rentals
it.
to get by to make a playoff.
I mean, Juan Soto's gonna have record-breaking arbitration next season. Like he's playing
Holy
this season
crap.
for free. Basically, next season he's gonna have to pay a lot of money.
The
So
Rays are literally like the last person in my. No,
The
there's
best
no-
we can do is 7.5.
Brewers, maybe they've been having outfield
maybe.
struggles. They don't have the prospect value to go
No.
out and get Juan Soto, and they don't have the money. They're not willing to spend the money. I don't think.
They have to get rid of some like big shit.
No, they don't
to get
have
that.
the guys. All right, whatever.
No,
I
they
don't know.
have it.
They have a
don't
couple of tier 1 guys. I think they could go out and get Juan Soto, but I don't think it's in their best interest.
No.
It would be kind of cool to see.
It
like,
would be
those
neat.
Midwestern teams.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't want him there. That's not fun.
Those are all the teams that I think.
Imagine he gets traded to like one of the worst teams and just
Like,
like,
I-
the
Juan
imagine he goes to like the
Angels.
Rockies or
Juan
something.
Soto to the
The NL
Angels.
Central is the most poopiest. Like no one looks at
The
it division
Pirates.
ever. So like, don't put him there, please. Like either the East or the West.
I'd really like to.
Begging you.
Or the West.
I would like to see a team from the Central get good, but I
I
don't
would.
think that's gonna happen. Like if Juan Soto going there helps the team get good, that's
That'd be
cool. But I don't.
That won't fix the
Yeah.
division though. Don't just make him bored for his life.
That's all the guys for Juan Soto. I think it is the most likely that he will go to San Diego, and then after that I think Cardinals, and then after that I think Dodgers.
That's a fair. The top 3. I don't think he goes at this deadline.
I don't think he goes either,
could,
but
so look out for that.
He might though, because look at they literally have the worst record. Like they might have just be full selling the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, like they might completely just
The
sell
Washington tank is
on,
almost
we need
complete.
prospects now type. Now.
and they're selling the
We'll see.
team, so it might be good for them to have a clean
we'll
slate.
see. I don't know. I still think most likely he stays, but the worse this team gets, the more likely I see him. Just
Nationals are living
bye-bye.
my dream scenario right now.
For the Angels.
Like I wish the Angels were the Nationals,
Yeah.
like getting a new owner and in a position to trade for prospects. That would be huge for the Angels. Unfortunately, Artie owns the
Remember when they
team.
won the World Series like 3 years ago?
How was that even
Freaking
possible?
Weird. I don't know how that.
Royals
Howie
did the
Kendrick
exact
hitting
same
a
thing.
grand
Yep.
slam. Anthony Rendon.
They go to the top and then they
good.
quickly just go back down.
Yeah.
That's what happens in
Wow.
small market teams. I mean, I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
DC isn't small market, but they don't make a lot of money either.
not
So
really. So next prospect, or next trade rumor.
I have Ohtani next on my list.
Ohtani. Okay.
Otani's not moving.
That'd
I
be
don't think
really cool if he was.
I don't
Imagine
think he is.
Soto and Ohtani get traded on
So-
the same deadline.
the same day.
Personally,
The same hour.
I would love to see Ohtani go to the Dodgers
That'd be sick.
for that prospect value. I mean, the Dodgers GM has to be willing to get rid of their whole farm
Let's see
system
what
for
this-
Ohtani.
Andrew Friedman would
Nationals.
maybe get that time.
Warriors.
For purely economic value,
No, not the Nationals.
Don't expect much though. I mean, you're talking to Andrew Fleeceman. He
I know, dude.
literally fleeces every team ever.
I
I've
don't.
seen it.
Yeah, Ohtani's.
107.
I don't think Ohtani's moving.
I don't think so either, but
Artie is not
It's-
that kind of guy. Like,
yeah,
if
he's not that
if
guy.
Perry says, "Hey, let's trade Ohtani," Artie would say, "No, that's not happening. If you move Ohtani, you're fired."
Yeah,
So,
I'll get a new guy who doesn't want to move Ohtani.
a puppet.
yep.
Yeah, I don't see him leaving.
He's the Jerry Jones
It's like, no,
of the MLB.
we just gotta stay strong. It'll turn around soon.
Some people think he might move, and I would be unbelievably happy if Ohtani moves. The only reason the Angels shouldn't trade Ohtani is if they're doing their extension talks, and Ohtani says something like, "Yeah, I won't charge you that much." But from what I've heard,
Hope he doesn't pull a Trout.
yeah, from what I've heard,
Sell his career for the money.
the talks aren't going well.
Yeah. they're
Like
not.
Ohtani to stay on the Angels would need the most money ever.
Yeah.
So I can't really see that happening, but I also can't see Ohtani getting traded. So I think in Angels fashion, the Angels keep him for 2 years and let him walk.
Mhm.
I think that's by far the most likely outcome.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's what's going
That'd
to
be
happen.
sad.
That would be crazy.
I think that might happen too, but it's just gonna be sad.
No.
If he does that, I'm
Wow.
selling all of my Angels jersey and buying Royals jerseys.
Commit to the rebuild.
Until
Process.
he
It's happening.
process.
like all
Exactly.
yeah, Royals. I said it before. I'll say it again. Royals will win a World Series before the Angels will.
What happened to
I'll quit being an
the
Angels fan
Brewers?
until we get a new owner.
Brewers suck. Yeah.
Uh,
Luis Castillo.
Luis Castillo.
Yeah.
This is an exciting deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got a lot of options. Like, to
That-
where I think he'd go.
Toronto, the Dodgers, Twins definitely, and the Cardinals.
I don't think the Yankees though.
the Yankees.
I don't
No.
know why they keep happening.
Everyone
The
keeps
rotation
saying
is
the
literally
Yankees,
So
I
good.
know.
They don't need that.
They have
They're having
Severino. who's
guys that are
Severino.
struggling, like Tyon.
Taylor.
Taillon.
Taylor Taylor.
Tyon. He's struggling a little bit,
Jameson
and
Taillon.
the Yankees fans are out for blood. Like
That's just the Yankees being Yankees.
Yankees
I
are
listened to a couple of
insane.
podcasts with Yankees
Go find a
fans,
way
and
to-
they're saying that he's
Talking
by far
Yanks.
the worst.
I
guy.
hate Taillon.
Go find a way to roast Judge, dude. Like
Talking-
Yankees fans are vicious.
The
You like breathe a little weird and you're like out.
The Talking Yanks guys are pretty reasonable usually.
Yeah, they're
They-
reasonable.
Yeah.
They do not like Tyon. They think he should go.
You signed him though, so you're gonna.
I think I have him.
You do have him.
He's
and
really
in the
good for me.
Yeah.
Thing is, he kind of has these weird blow up starts. Like he's lights out sometimes, and then occasionally has like 20 earned run games. from what
Yeah,
I've seen.
sometimes I see that, but like it doesn't matter to me.
Thing is, you can't really have that happen in the playoffs, which is the
Yeah,
Yankees are
I mean-
hoping for a World Series, and if Tyon has a blow up in the like, it's just bad.
Would he?
all around.
So what number is he? It would be Cole. Then it would probably be Cortez, right? Severino 3. I don't think they put him in the bullpen because the playoffs you're not gonna usually have 4 guys. Are you? I don't think you would.
Yeah, usually
It's 4 guys.
you move a starter to the pen, and then if
Yeah.
you get into like a 7-game series and you need an extra guy, you'll have him do a spot start.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I can see the Yankees going out and getting Luis Castillo just because they're like
Just to be safe.
crybabies. Yeah, they They need that security. Otherwise, the Yankees fans
I
will
really
kill them.
don't think they're gonna get anyone big because they're just so sold on this idea that
That's
the team is just perfect the way it is, and no one doesn't. Even...
Clearly.
They'll get like Andrew Benintendi and be like, "Oh, we just improved it tenfold.
Yeah.
Like we're all good now. We just needed that little like bump up."
Yeah.
It's like no, you didn't. That didn't do anything, dude.
So, who's in the rotation?
It's like when they got
Aroldis
Gallo.
Chapman. They got to get rid of Aroldis Chapman. He's kind of mid right now. So they have Cole, Cortez.
It's
Who's pitching?
Severino.
Is Montgomery starting for them?
He's starting, yeah.
He has been starting. Yeah.
And
Montgomery, Tyone. So
Cool.
it's all for
So
those
five.
guys. That's a good
that's
starting
a
rotation.
solid rotation.
Yeah, and I don't see Castillo joining that.
If the GM believes that it's their year, though, he will sell prospects for Luis Castillo and move their worst starter to the pen.
I really want the Dodgers to get this guy, okay?
We've wanted. This has been rumored
For,
since
like,
like
couple years, I know.
2018, I think.
So I don't see the Dodgers getting Luis Castillo.
I don't know either. I just really want it
It would be really nice.
because we have Kershaw.
Tyler
We have
Anderson.
Dustin
I have
in
the
the
list
bullpen.
here.
We literally, I have 4
Guys
pitchers
that
I
are
can name that are
coming
all
back.
just amazing right now.
Coming back
Andrew Heaney's
is
coming back.
Tyler Anderson,
Dustin
Julio
May.
Urias, Clayton Kershaw, Dustin May, Walker Buehler, and Tony Gonsolin have all historically been lights out and are injured or are lights out right now. That's a 6-man elite rotation. Like there's
Yeah.
not a bad guy in that 6-man rotation.
Trevor Bauer on the way.
Trevor
Trevor Bauer's coming back soon.
Look out for them.
So, I mean, they said an estimate for Walker Buehler is like
I think they said like he'd be maybe.
they
back
said
last
September.
September.
Mid-August.
Optimistic
Yeah,
is
mid-August,
September.
September.
Yeah, so we might see him again.
If he
I
could-
think
I could-
he'll be back
I would
by
feel
the
confident
playoffs.
Yeah,
with him like in the bullpen, like if he's not 100%.
And it's not like you need Buehler for the run up to the playoffs
No.
because the Dodgers are
We're
like
fine.
way
we
ahead.
don't even need him for the playoffs because Tony Gonsolin and Anderson are literally like amazing.
Lights out. I know.
So
and the Angels try to target Tyler Anderson.
Dustin May is
Nope.
facing live hitters right now, so he'll have time to be built up by the playoffs. He'll be a starter
sure.
by the playoffs.
Yep.
So
He literally just had an
I mean, by the playoffs, you have a 5-man rotation and Walker Buehler in the pen, and that's all you need for the playoffs.
Including Trinan and
Yeah,
I think Danny Duffy's coming back too.
Yeah.
I
So,
want him because it'd be cool, but like he's not.
Dude, if we had him, it's a wrap. Okay.
I think most needed in like best situation would be Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
Maybe.
They
Or
need
the-
him starting, and they could definitely make a run with him.
What about the Twins? They have Sonny Gray, Joe Ryan, and that's like
Mm.
it. The Twins
Actually, I can
or
see
the
that
Blue
happening.
Jays.
I can see the Twins. I don't know. They haven't. From
I
what I've
honestly
heard, they
can
haven't
see that.
historically made moves, like big moves at the deadlines.
I think
So,
they could do
Didn't
it
they
now
get Jose Barrios though?
because they made a
last
ton
year?
of trades
like
like,
last
with the
year.
Yankees and all of them to get
Yeah.
what they are now. So
I mean,
definitely see that.
They have like 3 good. Jose Barrios has been kind of mid. But
Yeah,
they have
he's
3
been
guys. Twins have 2 guys. It could either be the Blue Jays or the Twins or some mystery team, but I think it's gonna be
The Cardinals are
those
looking
guys.
for pitching, so if the Cardinals kind of
or the
if
Cardinals.
the Cardinals are in a bidding war with the Padres and they kind of get outbid, then they might look toward Luis Castillo because they got like 2 really good starters and then
Yeah.
3 mid guys that have ERAs over 4.
I think Frankie Montas could also be one of those guys who goes to either of these 4 teams.
I don't think that the Cardinals get Castillo because the Reds are trading him, and
Yeah.
I don't think the Reds want him to go to divisional.
Divisional.
Yeah.
So, I think the Cardinals will be interested, but I don't think they'll get him. The Giants.
People have been saying that.
I
I think they're gonna.
commit to this ain't
They
our
might
year.
be selling, right?
I think they're gonna committing to this ain't our year, bro. We're just
Yeah.
gonna.
You think they're committing to the
I
give up
think-
year?
Yeah, once you
Yes.
get to 505, like, sorry, bud, you ain't climbing up to get to
You're-
the Dodgers.
They need everything to be perfect from here on out, and I don't think it's gonna.
They gotta
go
get
well.
like what, like
They get-
20 losses to like even have a chance
20
to
losses,
catch up to the
yeah.
Dodgers.
Yep.
So,
there's no way.
20. Yeah.
I don't think the Giants are trying to compete with the Dodgers. I think
Just make the.
the Giants
Look at the
might
wild
just
card
try to
standings.
make the playoffs and squeak out a
But
silly
you
little
still need to
World
be
Series
better
win.
than like the Padres, and that's
They don't need to be better than the Padres.
They just need to make the wild
They
card.
Right,
just
but-
they're 3 wild card teams right now.
if you go up to the Padres, like that's basically when you've become at this level.
They're
where you can
2
compete
games
with them.
out
If you're
of
not going
a
to be at the
wild card
Padres
spot.
level, then you are not competitive at all enough to make
I don't know
this area.
They're only 2 games out right now.
of a wild card spot.
Yeah,
So I
So-
think they
and
can.
it's not going to get better. Have you seen the like recent standings compared to the
Yeah.
first season? Like it's going downhill.
I think it's going downhill.
They have.
but
They
I
have
don't
a
know
chance.
if the GM is.
They have a little glimmer.
They have a glimmer right now, and there's a solid
If
chance
they
that
have
the
a glimmer,
GM tries
then
to
the
seize
goddamn
that.
Orioles have a glimmer because they're like basically around the same rate. No,
the
they're
Orioles
not.
do
There's
have a
no-
glimmer, bro. They're 3 out.
No,
Dude, okay.
no, look at the division.
Guardians.
There's
Red
no hope.
Sox,
There's no hope.
and the Mariners. Okay.
If they have hope, then the Orioles have hope.
So it's not really. It's not really.
Just for conjecture. Let's say the Royals have hope. Okay. Just look down.
For conjecture.
I'm gonna have hope.
Okay, let's say they have hope.
5 and
Which they
5.
don't. But let's pretend they do.
Well, I mean, 2 out against the Cardinals and the Phillies. I don't know. It could happen, but I'm not confident. I'm not. As a betting man, I'm not gonna bet on the Giants. So
Above them right now is the Phillies and the Cardinals.
Yep.
And the Phillies are a
the
team.
Phillies are mid.
The Phillies are a little bit weird. Like they'll go on a 10-game losing streak and then they'll go on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah.
It's kind of a matter
They're gonna
of
be 82 and 82.
It's a matter yeah. And then they'll be
For
like
like the
500
fourth
over their
season
last
in a row.
10 seasons.
Yeah.
So if the Giants can just climb over 500, they'll make the playoffs, and anything can happen in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2015, I believe both teams were wildcard teams. So all this silly stuff happens in the playoffs where these guys react to different kinds of pressure that they haven't faced before.
Yeah.
So if the Giants can go out and get a guy, I think that this is their last year that they have a chance, like a little bit of hope to make the playoffs. They can absolutely make the playoffs. There's no doubt in my mind that they can make the playoffs. And I think that they will push for it this season and then
really
go
hope
back
not.
to the rebuild. So if they buy Luis Castillo, they've had a couple of mid starters.
Yeah.
So if they
Absolutely.
get Luis Castillo, that's one game every 5 games that they're probably going to win now, and that'll
Okay.
put them in position to get a wild card.
Yep.
And then
Season's over.
Yeah.
season's over, but
Sell
Season's
everyone.
over, buddy.
I think that the GM will
Horror anxiety,
consider going for it.
This season's over, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
There's no hope. There's no Jedi last hope or whatever. Is
dude.
there
A new hope.
Giants
there's
fans,
no new hope.
Giants
It's over.
fans believe so.
Sure. After you got swept,
Imagination.
and you're gonna
Dodgers,
get swept for 4 games.
The Giants
And
don't.
San
Yeah,
Fran.
yeah, like what? The Mets are up here, so
That's
what? The
cute.
Braves are competing. They got that wild card right up there, because the Mets
Yeah,
are
they
first.
locked
Yep.
that up.
Then the Padres probably got one.
Padres will
no.
be the second wild card, and
And
the Giants will be the third. Probably.
Watch the Padres have
Cardinals
another
got one right
mid-season
now, right?
collapse.
So right now they're trying to jump over the Phillies.
whatever
And
team,
then they can compete against these two.
whatever team in the Central doesn't make the right moves, they'll collapse.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that leaves a spot open for the Giants to get in.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants have a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Whether or not you like to admit it, they have an easy wild card spot if they
Ah.
make 2 moves at this deadline.
Yeah.
Season's over.
Pretty much.
I'm almost certain.
They can make it into the wild card. Not saying they're gonna win anything, but
What
there's
was
hope.
the record that the Braves had? They were like
They were under
500,
500
under
at the
500.
deadline. They were under 500.
Giants-
at-
But that won't
started
happen.
here and they went-
Okay.
So there's no way they go, whee! Like, no, it's over. It's
Yeah.
over. If you follow the
Phillies-
trend, it's over.
Phillies
Season's over.
started as the worst team in baseball for like 3 months.
And they trended upwards.
Yep.
So they were just going
And
down
went
and
down.
down and down and down, and then
And
they
then
went
they
up.
trended
So,
upwards.
yeah,
They
that's
did not.
They
But
won.
like,
They
this
won
is-
like 10.
this has
They
been
won
the
9 in a
Padres'
row.
entire
That was
season.
their trend. Was 9 in a row. That's
There's like more
but-
losses after that. It's a trend.
So the Giants. I mean, it's the
Yeah,
second half.
that's
There's
tough.
there's time for teams to turn
Oh,
around.
man. I mean,
I don't think that they will. I think that they will make it into the wild card and lose.
Or they have a wild run.
I'm not vouching
I think
whether
they're
or
going
not.
to be slightly over 500 and they're going to miss out.
I'm not debating
That'd
whether
be
or
a
not
smart move. Honestly.
That's literally what's going to
they
happen.
should sell.
It's literally what's going to happen.
I don't think they will though. It's one
John
of those.
Peterson back to the Dodgers.
It's one of those matters like the Angels. The Angels should sell. They're not going to.
Yeah.
The what other teams should sell but are not going to probably. The Red Sox should probably sell.
Red
yeah.
Sox, but they
They
probably won't.
are not going to sell because they're the Red Sox, and I think that the Giants will follow
The
the,
White
same.
Sox probably
the
should
White
sell,
Sox should
but
sell.
they're not going to.
And I think the Giants are another they're the same as the White Sox right now.
Yeah.
They kind of
And just like the White Sox,
they
I think they're
could
going to be
make-
barely above 500 by the end of the year.
uh-huh.
And they're not going to do anything. They're not going to be
Exactly. So I think the Giants GM believes they can make the playoffs, even if I don't think they will, and I think they will trade for, or try to make a trade, and it will not work out for them.
Waste of money.
That's what teams do. That's what the Red Sox are doing right now. Big time.
Literally.
Woof.
Waste of potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those guys will
When
be
is
going
Devers a
elsewhere.
free agent?
Devers? What an interesting guy.
Because this guy, if things go south.
A couple of those guys on the Red Sox have opt-out deals that they will absolutely exercise if they don't make the
Wait,
playoffs this year.
Honestly.
Is he a free agent this season?
No.
No. This is 2022.
6 seasons.
No. Contract details.
Details? When's this boy for free? For the grab.
Carlos
Is
Rodon
this-
is on a
is this
2-year
broken?
contract, so he's done after next year. Wait, he is an opt-out, so he's done after this year, probably.
Rodon.
Rodon can opt out. That is absolutely not even close to what I was looking for. Webb is a company. That's cool. 5-year with Detroit. Cool.
This is so stupid. Just give me the numbers. I'm like an MLB The Show. Like,
MLB The Show.
Give me the numbers.
I wish this was as simple as MLB The Show, where you can't like eat contracts or whatever. You just trade people with their
Yeah.
contracts.
So, next year, arbitration, 2024 is a free agent.
Logan Webb is also facing arbitration. So the Giants are kind of screwed if they don't make it this year, and I don't think they're going to make it this year. And I don't think they're going to sell either.
Rafael Devers.
2020.
I think-
becomes an
Yeah.
unrestricted.
I think it's a matter of the fans with the Giants.
So there's an RB.
Yep.
You know, I think the Giants fans believe they
All the
can
hipster
do it.
Giants fans.
And I think if the GM sells at this deadline, Giants fans are going to be pissed. They're going to be like, dude, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
This wild card spot's open for the taking, which it kind of is right now because no one's good. But the Giants also are not good.
Wow, that
So-
happened.
This season's over, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain.
Frankie Montas,
Yep.
I think he's going to the Cardinals.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
What did I say?
That's
I
what
said,
I think they need.
It's like
I
the
said-
Luis Castillo deal, but they won't get Luis
I
Castillo, so
I
they're going to
think
get...
that the NL Central are going to compete for
I
him.
could see the Twins or the Cardinals. One of those guys.
I think the Brewers
Might
or the
go for
Cardinals
that.
are going to try and get him. It's basically a race for which NL Central team can get him.
Dude,
and then
You
top of
put
the
you
other.
put Frankie Montas on the Brewers. That's a
Yeah, right.
scary rotation.
Yeah, that's spooky.
Yeah.
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
But I can see them competing for him.
Yeah.
Because they just love pitching.
For sure.
They literally like
Well,
eat
they're
up
like
all
the
the
Padres,
pitching.
but they
Yeah.
have better pitching.
Just
Like-
eats up all the pitching.
Yeah.
He'll go to one of those two teams, I think for sure, unless there's like a surprise deal where it's like
Thanks.
some guys want to
Oh,
get
that
rid of
sucks.
whatever. Trey Mancini, he's going to the Mets. I don't know. Look up
Trey
Trey
Mancini.
Mancini, and it's just Mets.
Really? I
Yeah.
said the Guardians because the DH is Franmil Reyes. And how is Franmil Reyes batting?
So if the Mets are looking into getting Mancini, then they won't really pursue Soto.
He's batting .214, negative .7 WAR. That's their starting DH. I could see the Guardians, or I could see the Mets, because, I don't know, be a good bat. But I think the Guardians would really benefit from Trey Mancini.
I just don't think that they will make the move that they need
That's
to.
true.
I think the
Would
Mets
the
just have the.
Mariners take Mancini?
Who's their DH?
I don't know who their DH is actually.
I just saw it. It looked like a fitting trade.
Mariners. Depth chart.
That's an interesting deal. Instead of Soto, they could. Mancini's a little bit of a.
Teams often, when they don't want to get
Ty
rid of prospects,
France
will
is
just
the
go for
DH.
the light version
Yeah.
of what they want.
Yep.
Which Trey Mancini kind of is.
Ty France is good.
Ty
Just a
France.
lighter, nice hitter.
Or, okay.
He'd be that third outfielder. Like they have an elite outfielder in Jesse Winker and an elite outfielder in J Rod.
Is. Kyle Lewis is.
They just gotta bump.
Yeah.
They gotta bring that up to the
Mhm.
next level.
Maybe.
A's are selling. Sean
Sean
Murphy,
Murphy's gone.
Paul Blackburn. Where are they going?
I don't.
Sean Murphy to the Astros.
I said Sean Murphy to the Cardinals because it's Molina right now, and he's hitting .245, .320 on base, .428 slugging. I know you want to keep Molina for the legacy, but this would be like a solid bat to.
To supplement, like
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals they love defense.
Mm,
Yes.
I think Molina provides the
And
defense.
offense.
Like
yes.
we've had
They want
a
both.
they
Position
do.
players.
Exactly.
I think they like their offensive position players, and then they like their elite pitchers, and then their defensive catchers, and then also their really good defensive third baseman,
Yeah.
Nolan Arenado. I don't know if the Cardinals are looking to buy another catcher. They might, but
Or like a DH bat.
DH
I
bat
think they
would
honestly might just call up
Yeah.
next catcher.
I think they'll just go
I
in.
Do they
don't
have-
think because catchers aren't really like that easy to come by.
No,
So,
you can't really
It's
find.
really hard to trade.
There's
for
not a
him,
lot of
and I
hitting
think they-
catchers, and I
They'll
mean
just
Sean
be
Murphy's.
okay with pulling up the next one. He's just as good as like almost every other catcher.
He'll be ready. So I guess they won't be in the
He's
market.
just as good as any other.
He's
catcher.
about to come
You
up.
know, like there's only like 3 good catchers in the MLB.
And Sean Murphy,
So like,
he hits, but he's not like
He's pretty average.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to get a catcher that does.
he's a
good
below
at-
average hitter, but he's above average for a catcher.
Mm-hmm. So
I
if
think
you
the
just get a
Astros
guy
will
that
get
can
him.
catch, you basically have the most average catcher. Like you just got him.
Yeah, I could see Wilson Contreras going to the Astros too, because this guy
Honestly,
rakes.
yeah.
And it's
Yep.
Maldonado. You could just like see him
I
in
can
the
see him
jersey.
going to
Right?
the Mets though.
The Mets, really?
I think the Mets
I
are in
mean,
the
that's
market
been
for
the biggest
catchers.
rumor
now.
I've
Who's
heard.
their catcher?
They have remember they got that one guy from the White Sox and then he was out for the year.
Mm.
James
Okay.
McKay. Oh,
yeah,
that
so
makes
it's
sense.
Like it makes sense. Just
Astros or
get the way better catcher.
Astros or the Mets.
I think the Mets would
That'd
definitely.
be good.
So
or
it's-
Sean Murphy.
It's really just who wants who and who's gonna cough
Just-
up the dough.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
maybe they both want Contreras because that's like
Yeah.
the obvious choice because he rakes, and one team's just gonna be willing to pay more. And it might be the
I
Astros.
can actually see
Yep.
a trade war
Yep.
happening right there.
That'd
and
be
then-
kinda sick.
That'd be fun to watch.
I don't think it'll get too high because like Sean Murphy's
No.
pretty okay too. So I think
Teams
teams will be
will
fine.
pull out, especially like when they're both actually fine without him.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna make the playoffs without Contreras. They're like, okay. I mean, at that point, I give up.
Yeah.
So
Paul Blackburn. You think he's going anywhere?
I think he stays.
Does
Does
no,
he have-
I think the A's really just want to get anything they can at all because they basically
That too.
they want to get as much prospects as possible. So I just see them.
The rumor
You
is
could
they're
probably
just
get
trying to.
Frankie Montas for cheap, in my opinion. 'Cause
The rumor is they're trying to kill their relationship with Oakland, so that when
Really?
they
They
like
just wanna
the
start
fans, they
fresh.
want to kill all their fans and make sure they have no fans, and then go to Vegas and start again.
Wow.
Yeah, Paul Blackburn has no controllable years left, so
That would be a good bargain to get.
they should sell him this year probably, because then he'll walk next year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And they're not gonna let him walk, so
Yeah.
he's going somewhere.
That's good to see.
Where's he going? Dodgers bullpen.
Paul Blackburn to the bullpen.
Paul Blackburn to the bullpen.
Dude, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't know any, because there's the high pitchers like Luis
God.
Castillo. So then there'll be teams that go for that, and then there'll be the teams that don't want to go
Chump
that far.
change.
So when they can't get that, they'll just be like, "What's the next best thing?" Paul Blackburn. They'll get Paul Blackburn.
And he's a good pitcher.
So the teams that are likely to get Luis Castillo are the same for Blackburn because in my opinion they'll just get the second next best thing.
So all
Yeah.
these guys are gonna be traded. It's
Like
just
if
a matter of
let's say the Brewers
where.
get Castillo, then the Cardinals be like, "Oh yeah, we'll get Blackburn."
So
Or
I can
like
see
Montas,
worlds
you know,
where
something like
teams that aren't really looking for Luis Castillo, they're more looking at hitting. Go for a Paul Blackburn kind of character because they don't want to spend their big pieces on pitching. They want to spend their big pieces on hitting, and then they'll use what's left to buy Blackburn. Maybe like the
that.
Giants.
Okay, I've just never seen a team go after both at a deadline, to be honest.
That's
But
true. Yeah.
normally they're like, "Okay, let's at least have one, and then we'll just do what we can with the next."
I mean, Blackburn
the
isn't
Dodgers last year.
a huge move. It's
It's kind of underrated, you know.
Well, he's pretty big. I mean, it's a great ERA. He's been pretty good.
Yeah, but
He's like
isn't his
He's
season
eating up
ERA
some
like
innings.
4? He does eat innings.
he's eating up some innings. So I mean, if you just need a guy to like
he's
pitch.
the Walmart Sandy,
Yeah, honestly.
except he just sucks.
He's,
not
he's
as
the
good.
Walmart Sandy, but he's terrible. That doesn't make any sense.
So he's just not Sandy.
Yeah, pretty much. But he still pitches a lot.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I could see Josh Bell going to Milwaukee. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, the Nationals and the A's are kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I guess you can keep these pieces, but like, it
And
would
now-
probably make more sense just to get rid of them.
What they can
Like
sell.
these two
they'll
guys
sell.
are gone too. Nelson Cruz too. Nelson
I
Cruz.
definitely because it was a big thing that we heard. Like, I'm pretty sure now, like Correa is probably gonna stay with the
Twins.
Twins because now they
Definitely.
actually have a chance.
Yes.
They probably might sell him almost.
He goes back
certain-
to the Astros.
Yeah, like if they weren't at the top, but
You
they're at
won't
the top,
sign with
so
us. You'll sign with
now it
someone
makes so much sense to keep him.
Yeah.
So I definitely think he's staying. That's not a sell at all.
Also, the Padres.
Twins can't sell.
Yeah, no, they're definitely buying.
They're buying.
The Padres also need a lot of power. They're 27th and 26th in slugging, behind
Ooh.
Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Arizona.
It's pretty small.
So they'll be in the market for a DH. I could see Nelson Cruz. He hasn't had
Yeah.
the best season, but
Wasn't Nelson from Minnesota? Like
Minnesota,
he was
yeah.
on there a while
a
ago.
couple years ago,
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Benintendi, Royals guys, they cannot go to the AL East.
No.
those teams are vetoed. They don't have their vaccination, and those guys go to
Oh,
play the
right.
Blue Jays
Imagine.
all the time.
Yeah.
So that's a waste of money for those
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah, they won't go after him.
I said Benintendi to the Braves because Ozuna has been.
Although they might. I mean, some
off.
teams have done some pretty
That's a
outrageous
real
things.
questionable. So, the question is, will MLB do something come playoff time?
That would be
Something's
Ooh.
got to happen.
You got to do something. Like,
When the Blue Jays make the if
if
so
if.
theoretically the Blue Jays might make the playoffs. If the Blue Jays are looking like they're gonna make the playoffs come, I don't know, mid-September, MLB is
yeah.
gonna do something. They're either gonna say everyone has to get vaccinated so that you can go play the Blue Jays in the playoffs, or they're gonna do some real, like teams are gonna start doing
I think you
things
got
like
3 options. You either make them vaccinate, you say you just can't play, or you say we're gonna have to play at a different stadium.
Mm.
Those are the 3 options.
that's a stupid like the third option is a
play in
bad. The
Buffalo.
MLB will absolutely
gotta
take
go to the AAA affiliate.
Yeah, the MLB is like they would take that option. That's absolutely something they would do.
Yeah,
because
that's
they've
not
done
gonna
that
be
kind of thing
crazy.
before. But that's a stupid option, and I
It
would
is.
hate the MLB if they did that. I can see teams doing some weird stuff, like they send they have a guy that gives their the vaccine, but it's actually just water in the syringe, and the doctor just says, "Yeah, I vaccinated him." It's
Oh
like-
my God.
All good.
Jesus.
Yeah, like because that's what they did in the bubble. They maybe just COVID test them or make them like
Yeah,
isolate.
Yeah.
make it a bubble.
Yeah,
They could
bubble
do that.
them. Even though like
But
they're
the
just
fans are still
exposed to
there.
all the fans and it makes no sense.
Yeah.
But last year it made no sense. So
Mhm.
and the year before, so might as well just continue the no sensory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the no logic in it all. So I don't know.
Yeah, MLB's got to do something, but I don't think it's clear enough right now what they're gonna do for AL East teams to buy in all the way. Maybe if they can steal Benintendi for like a third tier shortstop prospect, because the Royals are really looking for a shortstop they're not obviously because they have Bobby Witt, but if they're looking for like a specifically right fielder prospect, maybe they can get away with a cheap trade and they'll do
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
But I
Definitely
can't see
a prospect.
Benintendi being a huge player in the East as of right now, because he's not like you saw what happened to the Royals when they went
Yeah.
up there. They just got screwed.
Yeah. They won a
They,
game.
they won
Yeah,
it.
they won 1-3 the first game, and they were so
I thought
lucky.
they won the series.
No,
No, I think they
This
won like
isn't
every
all
single
in.
game after, I think. Or
Huh.
lost every single game after. So
any
Also,
other
didn't
interesting
work.
players?
yeah, David Robertson, 1.88 ERA.
Oh,
I think the closer for the Cubs. I think he has like 17 saves this year, or 13 saves this year.
Oh, that's really good.
The Cubs
The-
should sell.
I think the Phillies need some bullpen help.
Yeah, they
This
could
could help
definitely do
out.
that, especially when they got Knievel and he's not good.
Yeah.
So.
Also, David Bednar could be an
I
option
have a
for the
question.
I don't
Pirates.
think
Do
they'll
you-
sell him.
Do you guys
Really?
think the Rangers are buying or selling?
I think they're just
Like, or do you think they do not?
They're rebuilding right now.
they don't really do anything.
Yeah.
They're in a weird
They
state.
keep everyone.
They're like
Mhm.
2 years away from being good, I think.
Okay.
That's how I would foresee it. So they're not really. If something falls into their lap, like if the Astros GM calls them and says, "Hey, we'll give you like this guy and this guy for like 2 prospects or whatever," they'll say, "Sure, whatever." But I don't think they're like searching for any deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only team I think I was maybe on.
I think
Every
their
other
only
team I know like what they're doing.
their only tradable asset right now is Martin Perez.
That's what I was thinking.
But he's,
Will you
like,
recommend?
They should probably
31.
sell him. I mean,
That's what I was saying. Like, do they buy or sell? Because
I
they
think
have
they
that.
just sell him, and I
Or
don't
do
think
they
they
keep
do
him
anything
because
else.
he's great? I
He
don't
came
know what
out
his
of nowhere
contract's like.
too.
If his contract is kind of mad, like he's gone in a year or two, then they might just get rid of him
That's
to
not
get
what I want.
way more prospects than his value is. You know.
Yeah.
Like they might just get something that's like amazing for the future and just get rid of.
I could see them getting rid of Martin Perez. That's it, though.
Maybe.
I don't think they'll make any other moves than that.
So a sell.
Yeah.
A little bit. of a sell.
Bednar's not going.
Really?
He has arbitration years. He has total control next year.
Mm.
The Pirates just pay him league minimum salary next
Oh
year.
damn!
Okay.
So,
You stay in here,
Could
buddy.
be an option.
Yeah. and then 2024 is arbitration 1, 2025 is arbitration 2, and then
He's
2026 is
31.
arbitration.
That sucks.
He's
3.
staying. He's there.
So when he's 32, he'll be a free agent. He'll stay until 26.
What the 4-1?
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway.
Dodgers suck now.
So I'm not going to lie, the Pirates should absolutely trade him because closers have these weird fluke years all the time where they're just really
Just-
good, and then next year they're bad.
Felipe Vasquez.
They should trade him right now, and they'll get value for him no matter what. And then if he chokes next year, that's like, oh, that's your fault for trading for him, bozo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Interesting. Is that everyone?
That's everyone.
Yep.
We are going for the Dodgers recap now.
We'll keep it quick.
4-game
An hour and a half.
Oh, dude, we're at an hour
Yeah,
20.
so I'll keep it quick.
Big episode.
Okay, game 1. This is a really fun series, by the way. Freddie is literally on a tear. He gets a homer, Trace doubles in a run, and JT sac fly. I feel like all JT does is sac flies these days. Longoria solo homer, and then it's 5-1, and Ruff hits a grand slam. So kind of like was a little like what the, and then Estrada walks and brings in a run. So now you're losing. But then Thompson triples to tie the game, and Mookie hits a 3-run homer. So you're like, oh, okay, it's fine. We were covered. So the whole story of the series, in my opinion, is just offense saving the pitching repeatedly. Game 2, this is kind of shorter. Gavin Lux walks and drives in a run, and then Mercedes singles and brings in Evan Longoria. So I'm pretty sure it was like 1-1. Then Cody comes up, hits a grand slam, basically makes it 5-1. Blown open, game over. Game 3, Mookie Betts solo homer, Trey Turner solo homer, Gavin Lux triples, and Cody Bellinger and Freddie Freeman hit a solo homer. First time those three, Mookie, Trey, and Freddie, have hit homers in the same game. Game 4, Freddie singles and drives in Mookie. Is that Tyro Estrada. Singles and Trace Thompson. Wait, what the? No, what? I think he singled to Trace Thompson. I misread it. Basically, he singled and drove in a run. Gavin Lux singles to drive in Rake Lamb, because he's Rake Lamb. And then Max Muncy doubles to drive in Gavin Lux. Thompson singles to drive in Max Muncy, and Clay Thompson goes crazy. Ralph hits a 2-run homer. Rake Lamb doubles to drive in Freddie. Gavin Lux singles to drive in Rake Lamb. And then Trace Thompson doubles to drive in Max Muncy.
Trace has been on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can see that. It's literally just hitters like power. Giants just pushing deeper down the hole, like, go away, stupid child.
Yeah, just kicking
And
them
this team's good. So, yeah, fun baseball. Literally the best team in baseball. Literally have the best record.
By far.
Past the Yankees. So, let's talk about who's hot and who's not. It's literally the same every week, so that's the point at this point. But Freddie, this is a little bit different. Freddie Freeman, his slash line, 440 average, 500 on base percentage, and a 920 slug this past week, which is only basically one series, but still pretty good. Will Smith, 320 average, 433 on base, and 640 slug. Trace Thompson, 333 average, 17 on base, and then 524 slug. Really good. I'm so happy we got him back. And then Craig Kimbrell actually doing some pretty good stuff. 1.35 ERA, 8 Ks in the past week, and a 1.35 whip. So basically kind of letting a lot of people on base, but he's getting the job done. And then who's not? Literally, Cody Bellinger, Max Muncy. You already know. It's just 100 average, 2-something on base, 2-something slugged. Max literally has a 0.91 average. Like, it's literally below 100. Like, just, it's whatever at this point. Team's really good. You defeat the Giants basically to get #1 record in baseball. That literally says a lot, especially with the way we finished before the All-Star break. And yeah, basically just proved ourselves as like kind of the most powerful. I still don't know why we're not #1 on the power rankings, because we've had a way better past few like week or two than the Yankees at all. But we'll just we'll be very discriminated against. I'm okay with that. Yeah, this team's literally amazing. Freddie Freeman, like, somehow is playing worth more than his contract, even after we paid him that much. Like, he's doing amazing. And yeah, keep the team rolling, man. Just, I guess, pitch better. That's all you can argue for. This team's amazing.
Nice.
It's facts.
Last thing, the Angels just played a game.
Uh-oh.
Against the Royals.
I saw the score and I immediately turned away.
Yeah, that's a 0-7.
I think that's a signal to just convert at that point.
Yeah,
it's
divine intervention, man.
It's like, while they're together, might as well just jump ship real quick while they're at the same place.
That's exactly it.
Shohei Ohtani goes 1 for 4. Jared Walsh goes 2 for 4.
Okay.
Luis Rengifo goes 1 for 3 with a walk.
Pretty good.
Jodell walks. Andrew Velasquez goes 1 for 2.
Pretty good. Everyone got a hit?
No.
Oh.
A bunch of people got a hit. We scored 0 runs on those hits.
Every inning?
Every single person got left on base.
Every single
Jesus Christ.
Noah Syndergaard was 5 2/3. 1 earned. Aaron Loop, 2/3 innings, 2 earned. Ryan Tepera, 2/3 innings, 3 walks, no earned. How do you walk 3 guys and not earn a run? That's unbelievable to me. And then Austin Warren pitches 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 earned. Yeah.
So what else? So isn't that only 5
Alright.
runs? Or is that more?
There was a run scored on a fielder's choice.
Oh.
And then, so in this, let's see, let's watch this.
So
Let's
it
go to the
sounds
play-by-play.
Sounds like the pitching is just
7th inning. Bottom 7th
individually
inning.
garbage.
Our bullpen is kind of weird.
That's like the
but
most
then
mid thing I've ever heard.
Our bullpen is lights out sometimes. Like, we'll go like 2 weeks and our bullpen won't allow a run. And then we also just, we'll get 0 hits in 2 weeks and then we lose all our games. So bottom 7th, double, bunt single. Merrifield to 3rd, strikeout. Benintendi to 2nd on a wild pitch. Those are walks. Merrifield scores on a wild pitch on ball 4, I guess. Benintendi to 3rd on that same wild pitch. Stolen base. By the way, in case you guys are curious, Noah Syndergaard leads the league in stolen bases. Intentional walk,
No,
followed by a grounding into a fielder's
pitcher who has
choice.
the most stolen bases.
Benintendi scores
Actually,
on
he's
error.
got
Pasquantino safe at 2nd on error. Isbell score on error. Cool.
That's a lot of errors.
Yeah, that's a lot of errors in one play. That's
Is
unbelievable.
Mike Trout
actually.
playing?
No, he's injured.
Oh,
As-
he is injured.
Trey Mike Trout to
Usual.
the Dodgers.
Mike
man
Trout to the Dodgers
literally-
confirmed. That's huge.
He committed himself.
Why is it so loud, bro? What are
I
we
can
doing?
hear it.
What are we doing? Ah! Why is... Okay, you know
Sounds
what?
like some Animal Crossing.
Episode
Dog
episode
garage
over.